I'm not entirely sure what's going on with her. She's got a really big, hairless, very itchy spot on her shoulder here. It started out about this big and it's grown quite a lot as she seems to be scratching that area raw. So I attempted to cover it with a bandage and then a shirt. I've even put this boot on her foot to try to prevent her from opening up the wound again. But she's really, really clever and has figured this out. I am going to take this off from her for the day to allow the wound to breathe. There we go. There you go. Isn't it kind of gross? And it's got this skin flap on it, and that's one of the reasons that I've got her boot on. She just keeps reopening it. So far it doesn't appear infected, so I haven't put her on anything like antibiotics, but I have been treating her with blue coat. That's what all that purple stuff is. It's got Genetian violet in it and is an antifungal. But this stuff I just purchased. It's supposed to help stop itching. It says contains no steroids, stops itching immediately, promotes fast hair growth and regrows hair even on old wounds. Says it's been tested and used for 55 years. All it has in it is sulfur, pine oil, and mineral oil. I like that. Whatever it is, it doesn't really appear to be contagious. No other goats have it, and I have been putting her in this head catch to treat her every day, and I've also been putting quite a few other goats in here in the head catch to milk them, and so far it hasn't spread. I really don't know what she got into. I feel terrible. Talia is one of our bottle baby goats. She's 12 weeks old this week, I believe. She has been weaned from the bottle, but you can probably tell her body condition is not great. We have had a bout of coccidia run through our herd. She's the only one in the big barn here that has had any kind of coccidia symptoms. In general, her body condition score is probably around a 2, which isn't good for a growing kid. I want to see her at around a 3, and if you're not familiar what body condition scoring is for goats, I'll put a little chart up right here for your reference. But I'm looking to make sure that the back strut muscle here really isn't sinking in. And it had been, but ever since I've been allowing her an extra grain meal a day, she has gained some volume up here and it's nice and flat. It can bump out a little bit. That would make me happy. It would just mean she's got some extra stores to grow well. She is doing better than she was, especially with her LaMancha score. Let me show you her eyes. So when Talia first started with the diarrhea, I automatically assumed worms. Usually when anything changes with their poop, that's the first assumption I make. So at that time, it actually was a month after I had given her some ivermectin already. I checked her eyes to see what her anemia score was. And that's another thing that I will put a chart right here for, so you can get an idea of what I'm looking at and what concerned me. So when you look underneath the eyelid of a goat or sheep, you're supposed to see lots of bright red or darkish pink tissue. That means that there's really nothing sapping them of their own blood supply. They don't have anything going on like a high worm load or anything like that in general. But Talia's eyelids were pure white. She was very seriously low on her LaMancha score. I gave Talia a 3-day course of Panicker wormer by mouth. I find that Panicker works best here for our LaManchas specifically. The rest of the herd, mainly Nigerians, does just fine on ivermectin, but it seems like it's not the wormer of choice for my LaManchas, and I don't know why that would be. You would think that it would be the worm that you were targeting, but it seems like different bodies and metabolisms work differently with different medicines. It's the only explanation that I have. Hey, Tali. So, I'm hoping I can get this to come up on camera. So it's very, very light inside, but it's looking a lot better than it was. It's still way too light. I still have to give her some red cell, but she is improving, and that is such a good thing. Okay, I know. And from what I understand, this just gives her hemoglobin level, her red blood cell count, the boost that it desperately needs. She is looking a lot better under her eyelids. Come on, that's done. Come on, baby. Good girl. Yes, I don't have a bottle. Go here. There you go. Let's see your eyeballs. I know you're excited. Not much better. It's all right. Okay, go eat. I know. Calamity's body condition is a lot better than Talia's. Calamity didn't deal with diarrhea. Calamity here is 45 pounds according to the weight tape. I'm hoping to breed her this fall, and in order to do so, she needs to be over 100 pounds. Because we did wean them off of milk a little earlier than I wanted to, because the formula shortages that the human babies were experiencing did translate into milk replacer shortages for goat babies. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to meet that goal by this fall, but we're going to be trying, so Calamity is also getting extra feed as well. I'll be right back. The reason that we didn't jump straight to feeding our goat milk to the bottle baby goats, when I put babies away at night and do a milk share and milk in the morning, I get about a gallon plus 2 cups every day. And that basically meets our needs for our 6-person family for dairy in our household. And it basically comes down to feeding them a little bit more grain was cheaper than having to buy things like butter and kefir and all of that for our family. Plus, when I did wean them, they were at least 8 weeks old. In order to get them up to the breeding weight faster, I could have taken them out on the bottle a little bit longer. I just didn't really have that option this time. It's been a little while since these girls kidded. Schwenley here kidded on Christmas Day, and right now we're in the middle of June. Plus, goats tend to make less milk in the heat, and boy has it been hot lately. Today is the last time that I am going to be milking Pesky and Mayhem before they are rebred. So instead of rejoining her herd mates after being milked, we're going to take Pesky over to the buck pen. I've played a little bit of musical goats as of recently, and right now in our round buck pen, all we have is our main Nigerian buck Havoc and his son Dinky. So we've got to go move Dinky before we can put the girls in. Dinky has been a really awesome companion to his papa in his papa's time of need, but it's time to get him out of here so we can move the girls in. I'm pretty sure she's not in heat right now, but when she is, he won't miss it. So I am weaning them off of milking essentially cold turkey, but I'm not going to be not monitoring their udders this first week or two while they're with Havoc. I'll be going in there every day, getting my hands on their udder and making sure that they're not hot, they're not super hard, and that the milk seems to be drying up as it should. I think one of the reasons that we can get away with a cold turkey weaning on our farm is because we keep a once a day milking schedule. So there's already not a giant demand on their udder. I recently made a playlist of all of the goat kiddings that we've had here on our farm. I'm gonna link that up here. I'm also gonna link you to a video that I took about our daily milking routine and exactly how much milk we're getting every day. So click either of those if you like, and of course I'll keep you updated on the pregnancy progress for those does.